Welcome to Rehabilitoy.
Alan here with Rehabilitoy. I have a couple of castings that I wanted to share with you. Interesting castings, or I should say castings with an interesting history. What you see here are the London Cab Company taxi cab, called the London Taxi on the base. And over here on the right, we have the Ford XR4 Ti. And what's interesting about both of these castings, one is they both have opening doors on them, which was unusual for the time period when these came out in the early 90s. But what's also interesting is both of these castings were not originally designed by Hot Wheels, even though they were released as Hot Wheels. These are both Corgi castings. So if you don't know anything about the whole Hot Wheels Corgi thing, Mattel purchased the company that owned Corgi in 1989. And starting in 1993, Mattel reissued some of those Corgi castings under the Hot Wheels logo. And so what's interesting is that these castings really don't look much like your typical Hot Wheels casting. Let me zoom in. Camera works better when I zoom in. There we go. So as you can see here, the XR4 Ti Sierra. Now this was not, the XR4 Ti did not come to the US as a Ford. There was a AmeriCorps brand vehicle called the XR4 Ti. And maybe it was the same vehicle. I didn't research all the details on that. And it was a coupe. It was a two-door. They did have, AmeriCorps did create a four-door called the Scorpio. And again, I don't know what the relation of the XR4 Ti, the AmeriCorps cars, are to this one. The front did look similar to this, the US car, with the AmeriCorps label on it. But for the rest of the car, I don't think it looks very similar at all. This reminds me a lot of an Escort, really, of that time period. So I don't know how related the cars are other than the XR4 Ti branding. I'll open the door for you so you can see inside. It is a left drive, which is interesting. And so there is the driver's side. Not much detail on that, but you can see it does have the Hot Wheels logo on the side. And as I showed you, the base does say Hot Wheels as well, made in China. Let me get the London Taxi and take a look at that up close. I like this casting because these are suicide doors in the back. Open to the rear of the car. And there is a bench that faces backwards, and in the back there is a bench that faces forwards. I don't know if I can get enough light on that so you can see it. Turn that around. Rear opening door on this side as well. Hot Wheels logo, and I'll show you the base. Hot Wheels logo again, London Taxi. But I was watching Ellie Diecast, one of his videos, and he was talking about the Hot Wheels Corgi vehicles. And a couple of the ones he showed, they look familiar, and I remember picking these vehicles up. And you can see it does have the kind of the typical Hot Wheels 5-spoke wheels on them. But when I saw those cars, I thought, you know what, I'm pretty sure I have those. And I just thought it was interesting to hear that there was a little backstory on otherwise average looking castings. There you go. There are the Hot Wheels / Corgi cars. Thanks for watching.